ChrisTrampleGuideYouPub.com, and check out my spider ship thing. We're playing Rive on the PS4. Right down there it says pilot's mental state in control, at least for now, because geez, this is only mission 2 pretty early on in the game, and it's pretty intense. I was trying to find a nice quiet bit with which to start this quick vid, and I really couldn't. It doesn't really let up. Gotta get that health. And already I'm dealing with swarms of enemies and conveyor belts sending me to my doom, and falling pillars, and all the rest of it. This game where you control this, well, you're playing as this beardy sort of Duke Nukem tongue-in-cheek type, but not offensively so, moderately sort of quote-unquote funny, I guess. And you're controlling, well, this spaceship walker thing is actually also a legit spaceship. There's parts of it where you're flying around, and there's parts of it where you're twin-stick shooting. You're either twin-stick flying or twin-stick walking. I've got a double jump. There you go. And so far I've got a special attack that, you know, the 4 face buttons give you different special weapons. I've only got 1 special weapon so far. And I can also hit R1 to go into my hacking mode, and that lets me hack certain door elements and certain enemies as well. But that's kind of tying into the sort of non-linearity of it all. What's interesting about Rive is that it kind of combines elements of a really hardcore shooter with a Metroidvania. So there's a little bit of unlocking new abilities and backtracking, and it looks like I'll come back through there. Look, see up there at some point. You go through an environment early on, and oh, there we go. I just completed the mission, it seems. But you go through a section early on, and it's like, oh, I bet I'll come back here with more protection. So even though the game is kind of divided into discrete levels, it's also kind of part of this larger environment, this big old space station that you're trying to figure out, you know, what it's there for, because you start the game with your ship in trouble, and there's a little bit of, hey, tongue-in-cheek, we're playing a video game thing where you're playing as your guy, and it's like, you know, he gets to switch to different cameras on his ship, and it's like, oh, I can't navigate through this asteroid field like this, and then it says switching to side-scrolling shoot-'em-up mode, and then you're able to play the game that way. So it's like you're playing looking at a camera, mysterious external camera view of your own ship, which I thought was quite amusing. What's interesting about this game, you know, apart from the structure, and you know, I think like the structure is quite clever. It reminds me in a way of Velocity 2X or the Velocity games on Vita, even though there's kind of an emphasis. You get a time bonus for speed, but the emphasis isn't really on speed so much as staying alive. There's, like, you know, you saw there's high score tracking in each of these discrete stages, despite the fact that, you know, it's a fairly non-linear approach. But what's interesting is that where this comes from. This comes from 2 tribes who previously, I think they... Wow. Okay. What the hell is this place indeed? You know, previously they did Toki and you know, a few other contract bits. Dutch studio that's got, you know, a veteran Dutch studio. You can warp around with these things that are kind of your checkpoints and your exploration and way around the map. I wonder whether you can see the map. Nope, you can't see the map anywhere, so it's just taken as read of, oh hey, you'll be using these to warp between different places. Can I come through here? Nope. Yeah, kind of a veteran Dutch studio, and they went on record a couple of years ago now as saying that they would be getting out of video game development. They were making one last game before they did, and this is that. Rive is the last game from 2 tribes, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting that this is, you know, this real labor of love here, which is, you know, I mean, it's cool, but sad. You know, the best things could get would be bittersweet with Rive, but there's a lot of sort of falling through these strange things and then getting into shops and stuff. So I can get another extra attack here. Blunder attack. Bouncy bombs. Lecture shop therapy. Armor upgrade. That sounds handy. Yeah, let's get that.
I feel stronger, more aggressive.
Fair in fact that I just got an armor upgrade. And then that. Okay, so that warps me back to where I was, I guess. I can go. Ah, okay, okay. So I was in this area before. In the last mission.
I can set warp coordinates here.
And now I can choose to warp to different
I
places.
should try to get to that fuel station.
But I can't choose to go to different places. So, yeah, it's weird, the linearity of this or non-linearity of this. It's kind of hard to say just how linear it's all going to get. I've been to this part before as well.
I can warp to receivers I've activated.
Okay.
Can't return though.
Okay, so you can't go back. That's the conceit. Fuel station, right. So these things good. So I can hack these. There we go. There's a little... Wait a little bit. And then... Okay. Okay, so I can only hack one at a time. Never mind. So you can hack different drones that initially are offensive enemies, but now they can help you out. So this guy will heal me. Which is good. Oh yeah, so that's... Oh, no good. Okay, alright, oops, okay. So, what do we need to be doing? Shooting it along, I guess? How do we move? If I go out there, then I fall down. I jump? No. Yep, that didn't work out well, did it? Let's see here. Okay, alright. Hack that, then.
Alright, help me get that kerosene.
Okay. Now what am I supposed to do?
Bubble. Awesome.
Okay. Good. So presumably there are other bubbles further along. That's why this drone is helping to protect me. He can heal me, I suppose. But I never saw another bubble up ahead, did I? Yep. So if you do that and do double jump, then I still die. Kentucky Fried Pilot. I think I must be missing something. I'm not sure that this is really a deep puzzle game per se.
A gravity bubble. Awesome.
Yes. So there are sections when you're out in space, you're flying around like this, and then when you're in an environment, you're walking around. Can I walk in the bottom? Oh, if I blow up those things. Okay. Duh, obviously. Okay.
I'm on a boat.
Well, that's an ancient meme. That sort of says how long the game's been in development. And yeah, for the most part, it's this kind of super intense shit happening all over the place. Extremely difficult video game. I've died several times already. Oh, and here we're heading towards the boss. Delightful. Gonna absolutely kick my ass. Help. So the one special attack that I have at the moment... What the balls? Okay, lets me shoot like about 7 rockets at once. Which is helpful, but not really. When there's more than 7 enemies being shot at you at any one time. Not super helpful. So that drone I had before is now gone. I don't think I've got this one. Don't think I got this one. I got some help there. Nope. What? No. 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 Okay, let's try that again. Try and keep my drone alive for as long as possible. But I think it's not so much that the drone takes damage as much as like my control over it is lessened as I take damage and it heals me. So much better round so far. Oop. He says. Getting destroyed. He's at half health already, so. My brain's gone, my brain's gone. It's never mattered so far, at least, you know, except this is very early on in the game. It's not so much the patterns are difficult. You know, on paper they should be a very easy boss. As much as just the intensity of it. You know, it's like, why send 5 enemies out at you when it could send 55? It seems to be the way of going about things for Rive here. And that's good. So here's another hacking module, so it's going to teach me how to hack another thing.
This guy can come work with me.
Really good. So now I can hack turrets.
I, for one, welcome my gun turret overlord.
Indeed, yeah, I'm not so sure about the script here. I'm not sure about the script. Let's kill this guy.
Why you talking to yourself, 3PO?
This guy, there's a little...
Don't shoot me if you want to know what's going on. Please, don't use that virus.
That is a funny joke that I enjoy. There's this little
I
drone
say virus, you say potato.
is your exposition bot, and he will come along and kind of explain what's going on, and you can shoot him at any time. And there's a trophy for starting the game by blowing him up twice. And if you blow him up enough times, then he just comes along in a shield and gets all up to you. Yep. But yes, it's sort of intense to the point that well, it's the point that it's knowingly tongue-in-cheek. So like when you start the game, the default mode is hard mode. In fact, the only mode that's unlocked in the game is hard mode when you start off. Oh, I can't reach it. I can't just about. There we go. No, no, no. Failure. I have failed. I guess there's... I don't know, because I never really played it on the NES, but there's a little bits of Blaster Master to this, I suppose. Just the design of your craft and the way you're moving around. Now, how do I screw up before? I really want to go up there and double jump. Oh, I see. Right, so I need to double jump to the left. No. There we go. Did it. I did it. I need to avoid those fours. Oh no. Okay. Not good. Not good. He's a big fan of doing this, of trapping you in a specific area and then having loads of enemies coming at you. Which I always think is a very lazy conceit in most games, but it's kind of okay here, you know, because it kind of, you know, it's supposed to be a little bit of a silly, fuck you up, intense shooter. I'm gonna die. No, no. It's also very gentle in terms of checkpoints, which I think is key so far. It's giving you, you know, whenever you do die, it only starts you back a few seconds. So there's a little bit of that. Meat Boyness to it, where it's like, oh shit, I died, but it's pretty much an instant restart, not too far behind from when you actually did cop it. Move that over there. Okay. Over here.
Is this a meat factory?
Yes. I think he's gonna get annoying. I know he's supposed to be annoying, so I think it's gonna get more annoying. Derp, derp. Herp it herp. Was indeed well out of order. So I mean, I'm not too far behind at any one point, which is cool, you know. Because it means it can be kind of as difficult as it wants, and it doesn't feel too cheap, you know. Again, thus far, you know, this is very, very early on in the game. Nope. Nope. Dead like an animal. Oops. I think there is, you know, there is an element of, well, of remembering where the enemies come from and things like that, which I'm always rubbish at. But if you are checkpointing every, you know, 20 seconds or so, then shit, you need to stay in the side backpack, gravity bubble. Then it is kind of like, oh, you know, you should remember at that point they come from the bottom first, and then they come from above. But I forgot there. Yeah, you know what? No, there's still one more. Okay. Yeah. You've been in here wholly too long. Let me move. Let me out. Okay. Finally. Great. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, at least I can start from here. Alright. There's pan ahead. A little bit, I'm not a fan of that sort of leap of faith action there. Unless I'm supposed to go up? I guess I'm supposed to go up. No? Yes. I'm supposed to go up.
Traveler, you got all the way to the top. Well, almost. Please don't go higher.
Is there something cool up there?
Anyway, how do you control that tank? Is it Bluetooth controlled or Wi-Fi? A custom protocol?
What? I'm in the damn thing.
Inside? Gosh, that's tiny.
It's a bit cramped, but I got a good deal on it.
Poor fellow.
Flat robot.
Nope. Should be moving. Oh, nope.
I have sweaty
That's not
palms
good.
now.
Yes. Seriously? Yes. Seriously, video game? Seriously. Yeah, oh, no, I should be going this way. Okay, alright, cool. Little bits of it, they're a little bit too leap of faithy for my taste. Good. There we go.
I have sweaty
The
palms
right
now.
on this. And die again? Huh. Huh.
I have sweaty palms now.
Okay. Thanks, video game.
Sweaty palms now.
Okay.
Sweaty palms now. Sweaty palms now.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Alright, so I'm supposed to fall down before the lava catches up to me, I suppose. So I'm not supposed to jump at all. See? Yes!
Sweaty palms now.
Ah! Crap.
Sweaty palms now.
Ah! Quick! Okay. Yeah. Don't like it. Okay. Yep. Down. Next. Drip. Push. Drip. Crikey. Oh, I'm supposed to be on top of that.
Let's
Okay.
unsail to some kerosene, hopefully. I
Yeah.
have range anxiety at this point. Hey,
Yeah.
this looks like a fuel station.
And I can hack this one. There you go, so you can help me out.
No!
What? Oh no! Massive shooter on number 6 billion. Evidently I'm supposed to shoot whatever that big thing was at this guy. There we go. With like 2 hits on it. Guess I don't want to be here. Yeah, don't want to get hit by that thing. Okay. No, maybe more. Come on. Oh,
Kerosene is
there we go.
gone, but I survived.
Well, there's that. Almost. Yeah, so there you go. That's kind of Rive in a nutshell. It's interesting. It's definitely intense and difficult. I'd like to see it kind of do more further on into the game with its sort of non-linear exploration aspects, if it even has them, and it's not sort of set dressing for, you know, for some fairly linear shooting. But the linear shooting itself seems pretty fine, and you know, and pretty fun. I kind of dig it so far, but so this is very early on in the game, so I'm
I should get back to the
sure to find out more, and the more I play and discover about the game, the more will be included in the full review on kaijupop.com at some point in the future. Chris Charlton for kaijupop.com. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.